just me. Here we go. Either sitting on your chair, or you could be on the floor. Where am I? I'm teaching yoga. Okay, wonderful. We've got our hands by our knees, either palms up or down, and then we're rolling those shoulders back and down from the ears. Close your eyes. Let go of your morning and bring your awareness within your own body. Just notice how you're doing today, how you're feeling. Take a few breaths, focus on gratitude for being able to move, to breathe, just to be. Grateful for all the gifts that we are given. Softening our jaws. And we'll be moving into a seated warm-up. Let's bring our arms up towards the sun. Take our left hand down towards the mat as far as you want to. Look underneath your right elbow. Reach back up, inhale, strong core, and then tip over to the other side. You can use a block or you're holding onto your chair. Then we'll add our twist, left hand to the back of our mat, right hand to knee. Open up back again and twist over to the other side. You can make any kind of modifications you'd like to with your knees. Let's bring both hands back behind us. Open up to chest expansion. Now stay there or fold forwards towards the earth. Then we'll unclasp our hands again, sweep up to the sky. Tip over to our right this time, with or without our block. Over to the other side, lengthening our spine. Then we add our twist, come up, then twist. That's still strong through your core. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist over. Hands come back. We either stay here in our chest expansion or take a gentle fold forward. We'll come back up. We've got 2 more rounds for that warm up. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, tip over. Move our spine in all different directions before we start our practice. We'll go over to the other side. Then we'll do our twist. So side to side, twisty, twisty, and then forward and back. We open up across the chest. Hold here or take a little bow forward. One more time, reaching both of our arms up. Tip over. Back up, breathe in. This always reminds me of that I'm a little teapot. Short and stout. Yes. Yeah. Twist over. Tipping out, pouring out. Other side. Hands come back. We open up and stretch our chest. And then if you want to, you can fold, but you don't have to fold. And then we'll be moving into cat and cow. So if you don't want to be on all fours, cat and cow looks like this in a seated position. Just rolling through your spine, exhaling and inhaling. If you want to move to all fours, you can. You make your way to all fours. Or you can modify for your wrists. So hard to modify for the knees in this one, so we'll do it seated. Or we'll move through here. Cat and cow. Great job. Warm up our backs. Going towards about 10 cats, 10 cows. Wonderful. So you're either on your seat or you're staying in all fours. And I'll show the 2 versions of our thread the needle pose as we flow through. So on all fours, one arm reaches and then it sweeps through. And we'll stay with that flow on this side. So if you're seated, same thing, we're just bringing that arm across, giving our shoulder a stretch. You can either flow like we are doing there or just hold it. So about 5 more on that side. And then you will be holding it down. When you're ready, we hold that shoulder blade down, or we're seated in the cross, and the other hand will go back onto our back. So we want to have no weight on our head here. Be nice to your back. And we'll be switching sides. We'll come back up and start our flow on the other side. So we reach up and thread the needle through, or you're on your seat, we can open and then draw it across. Stretching the same muscles, only a little bit differently. Let's do 4 more. And when you're ready, we'll hold it right over for that stretch or down, or you can take your other arm if you're down and put it on your back. That feels good. Just stay here. Amazing. Unravel ourselves. We'll all come back to a seated position. Okay, we're gonna make our way up to our regular standing warm up. And we won't come back down until we're back down for good. Okay, so roll on over. If it feels good, grab your chair, help yourself up, make our way up to an easy seat. Take your time. Adjustments, grab a quick drink of tea or water if you've got that nearby. Love it. All right, so we're still in our warm-up pose. We're moving into a lunge. So our right foot forward, left foot back, but not too far. So it's a pretty narrow lunge. Our right knee is bent and our left arm's gonna go up. Stretch. Ooh. Close your eyes if possible. No, I went over. All right, switch, other side. So the other foot, just a small step back. It's a pretty short lunge. And we'll reach that opposite arm up. So we're feeling a bit of a stretch here from that lower rib and our hip as we reach up, but our knee kind of goes towards the mat. Ooh, that feels lovely. All right, coming up to our forward fold. Let's go through our flowing airplane pose. Exhale forward, inhale up. Start to warm up the backs of our legs. Reach up to the sky and reach for the back of the room, keeping a little bend in our knees and our core strong. So if it doesn't feel good for you to be flowing through these practices, you can always hold the pose instead and focus on holding and breathing. Moving into our flowing chair. So now we bend the knees and then we come up. Inhaling, extended mountain, exhaling into our chair. You can close your eyes or keep them open. Wherever you are, taking this opportunity this week to give our back some love. More. Wonderful. So here we go into, I wanted to do a down dog flow either on your chair, the wall, or on the floor. So I'll show both of those. Down dog and plank flow today. So down dog on the floor, plank, pushing it forward and back. Or on your chair. Our down dog, and then we're just shifting the weight forward. So stretching the back of the legs, then strengthening the core. If you're on the wall, so if you want to take care of yourself even a little bit more, so we've got our down dog and then plank. Same movements, all different options. Keep flowing through and see if you can feel it. Feel down the back of your legs and feel your core catch you from coming forward. Last one. If you're in downward dog on the floor, you'll hop, step, or jump your feet up to make your way to forward fold. And the rest of us will come to our forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, breathe out. Sweep them all the way up. Inhale. Let's grab a hold of our right wrist, tip over to the left. Feel that nice stretch. And a few options here. You can stay with that. Or bend your elbows, grab your elbows. Switch sides. So lengthening first, pressing into the feet, then tipping over. And adding modification if that feels a little better for your neck today. Ladies at home, you can always message me. I can send you my playlist. Crank it up at home. All right, release. Hands come back behind our head and we'll tip over. Mid back. See how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, come back up. And then all the way to the other side. So we've got our elbows wide. Our core is locked on strong, protecting our spine when we're folding forward or to the side. And release. All right, taking our right foot back or your left, whichever one you want to. Probably your left if you're at the studio so we can face beautiful windows. We'll go into our sunflowers and our moonflowers. Big breath up. Inhale, let's do one moonflower. So chest stays up. And one sunflower, chest goes towards the floor. Both of them, we bend our knees. So flowing at your own pace now. We can be on our chair. Wherever you are, matching our movement to our breath. Honoring any injuries and being kind to our bodies in this moment. One more flow. We'll hold it down in a goddess pose with hands on knees or thighs. We're shifting our hips back. So if this starts to feel uncomfortable, take a seat on your chair. We'll hinge forward, pressing our right hand into our right knee pressing back, and then dropping that shoulder down to the opposite side of the mat. So if that doesn't feel good, just do a drop. You don't have to press into your knee. Awesome sauce all the way to the other side. Mid back. Lots of love for it today. All righty, coming all the way back up. Let's do our version of sun salutations today. In honor of time, we're not going to do the flow down to the mat. We're just going to do our half one at the top of our mats. All right, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold again. Inhale to chair pose today. Exhale, stand up into mountain. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Strong back, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, bend the knees. Exhale into mountain. All on your own or stay with me. Rise up. Dive forward. Halfway lift. Fold your whole exhale. Inhale to chair, your whole inhale. Mountain, exhale. Couple more. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive. Halfway lift, breathe in. Strong back, and then we exhale, let it go. Inhale to chair. Choose where you want your arms. Exhale, rise up into our mountain. One more salute to the sun, reach up. Exhale, dive. Halfway lift, inhale that back, especially that mid back, pulling you up. And then folding again. Chair pose, breathe in. Exhale into our mountain. Great job. Roll those shoulders back down. Sun salutations, we can check that off our list today. Time to get into the strength. So chair or no chair, either for balance or underneath your hip. Our right foot will be forward. Our left foot back. So maybe that chair is here for balance, or it's underneath your cheek or your thigh in a lunge. So back heel high, and we're gonna lean forward. Breathe, feel, listen to your back and your core holding you here. Moving into a side angle, so the left heel going down onto the mat. We'll rest our elbow on our front knee, and our top arm can be long, reaching towards me, or tucking it right back behind you. Breathe. Pressing into both of our feet, feeling the length of our neck. Stay with me. Be lifting up into reverse warrior. So now that right arm reaching up, still bending our right knee. And a little change for mid-back focus today, grabbing our right hand right where the wrist is, finding some space, and then tipping back again. So in our reverse warrior with the hand grab. Close your eyes or keep them open. Great job. Right elbow to right knee. I know this quad feels good. This time just reaching up. Breathe. So you can stay here and you'll move into your balancing half moon. Wait, we finally get to straighten out our front leg, which should be pretty warm. And up into our balancing half moon, on or off our chair. We've got a block underneath our hands. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, and feel. Beautifully done. Forward fold, exhale, our toes point back up towards the mat. Halfway lift, we'll breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Wonderful. We'll rise all the way up, inhale, and bring our hands to our heart. So our version of Bird of Paradise, and then we'll do Dancer, then we'll do that whole sequence on the other side. So Bird of Paradise, I can't do Bird of Paradise, so that's why we're doing all kinds of versions of it today. So we're just going to lift up. Let's lift up your right leg, if that one to break. Take it out to the side. Hold onto your knee here or here. So Bird of Paradise on the magazine covers, which we don't care about, is the reach back. So those hands are coming back and we're opening up like that. So this is just our version of it today. Yeah, so I think we might have tried it. So we usually come down here, we try that bind. I think maybe, Karen, you've done this bind before. And then we come back and up. Oh my. But I cannot, like I get about halfway and then it just crumbles. So this is what we're doing. Let's try just to reach from this side though, so we can get that feeling. There we go. Here's our Bird of Paradise. Great job. Bring it back. We'll do Dancer on this leg. So just like last week, you can use your strap if you want to. It'll go around your left foot today. You don't have to use your strap today. And the modification for Dancer without a strap, if you're really taking care of your knee, is to put your foot on your chair here to stretch. And then you can do your hinge, or you can stay right where you are, reaching up. So if your strap's on your left foot, or you've got your left foot in your left hand, you can put it up behind your back. Oh, no, the other way. You know what? This way, here. Right? You know what it is, because that loops at the back. Thank you, my friend. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. So you might be still in your Dancer. You take a break or come back up. We bend that knee and we keep it from going out to the side once we've got in, and then we just start to hinge. We still focus on this hip forward. And if you want to, you could reach both hands on your strap and reach back for your foot, or you could try to reach both hands back for your foot, which I finally did today after 10 million classes of Dancer last week. Good job, everyone. Forward fold, exhale. Feels good. Let it hang. Go the opposite direction for our spine. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep all the way up. Exhale into mountain. Same sequence, different side. So if you're using your chair, it'll switch over to the other side. Our left foot is up to the top of our mat. And we're in our lunge first. Bending our left knee. Here we are in our nice strong lunge. And if it feels okay for you today, that little hinge forward. This is our version of a runner's lunge. So we're ready just to go from that sturdy point. Our feet are glued. Belly is strong, chest is wide. There's a little bit of tension between the shoulder blades. Maybe you've got your chair. Our right heel goes down onto the mat, our left elbow to our left knee, and we reach our right arm up or long towards me, where we continue to press into both of our feet in our side angle. Focus in, check in, keep the mind here. Right up to reverse warrior. So now that right arm goes up, back to either the back of your back, your leg, and your left arm is going up into our reverse warrior here. And if you'd like to add in our little difference today, we're reaching our right hand for our left, holding a little bit of space in our wrist and leaning back, but still pressing into both of our feet. Amazing job. Right back to side angle. I know that quad's building up strength here. And this time that other hand's reaching straight up to the sky. A few more breaths and then we'll go into our balancing half moon. We just straighten out our front leg and let's move up into that now. Straightening out the front leg. Modifying with the chair. Opening up. Breathe. Our core still strong. Our length of our neck. You can look up at your hands. I prefer just to look forward. Forward fold, exhale. Amazing job, everybody. That's a long sequence on that leg bent like that without a rest. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold it, breathe it out. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale to mountain. Time for our bird of paradise on this side. So our left knee lifting and then opening. We're going to put it on the chair and hold. Or we,
wrong one.
Yeah, I was like, what did I say? I think I said bird of paradise. Okay, bird of paradise first, then chair. But you're right with your foot for dancer. All right, here we are in our bird of paradise here. And some modifications you could make. Bending and straightening this leg. Okay. Or keep it right there, right where it is.
It's planted.
Plant it. Root down. All right, bring that around. And now time for our dancer's pose on this side. With or without your block. Behind, it comes up on first on one shoulder, then you draw it across to the other with your strap. Or you can hold. Use the wall this time for mine. Okay. You can stay right where you are or start that hinge at your hip. Check in with the knee and the hip. We can hold our dancer's pose here. Maybe there's a strap. We can reach our hands long back towards our strap or the foot, both hands on the foot. When you're balancing, there's a lot going on. Whenever you're ready to release this pose, you'll make your way to forward fold. Great job, Karen. Good job, girls, ladies. All right, let it fold, let it be. We're going to get down onto the mat. We're not getting back up. Well, not until the end of class. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. All right, let's make our way down. So you can be on, figure out which ones do I want to do. I'd like to do puppy pose, but I'll show the modifications. If you don't want to be on your knees, this is what puppy pose looks like. Where you could put a block. Grab the knee pads, if you've got them. Blocks are really good because you can, you don't have to, get a little more stretch. Chest towards the back. So where we should be feeling this is our shoulder blades coming together in the back, and we feel a stretch across our chest. And probably your mid back, your rib cage, a really good stretch for your posture. So you reach your chest towards the floor. Feel the pose. All right. We'll be taking a seat as we go into. So I'm going to show you a few options for don't get worried crow or garland pose. Just like we did last week, there's lots of modifications. The first one is tortoise. So there's space between our knees and we reach forward. And we're just squeezing our inner thighs onto our elbows or the backs of our arms, creating that muscle memory. You can have some blocks in front of you so that you're able to bring the legs here, squeeze it. That's a great exercise for your pelvic floor. You can stay there. If you want to move into garland pose with me, you can, or you stay right where you are. So garland, that's that wide squat. The block under your backside or not. And the same thing, we're just going to squeeze our legs onto the backs of our arms. We just have a deeper feeling or force of gravity in this one. Wonderful. So I'm not sure where everyone's at today, but we'll bring our right hand down towards the block or the floor. Squeeze and reach the other arm up. Another really good stretch for your mid back. Other side and your hips with or without your block. Reaching up. Bring it back. Just wanted to show one more option with the chair. It's a garland pose, holding onto a chair. That's your other version of it. Okay, good enough. Let's get into boat. Fun. We've got our regular boat and our wide boat today. And a little wrist release. Spend a little bit of time on our wrists there if you tried crow. So we'll bend our knees. Lift up nice and strong, and then just shift back a little bit. Just enough. The core just goes, whoop, don't want you to fall. And then you can play around with lifting your feet or keeping them down. You can put a block there if you're working towards lifting your feet. As many blocks as you want to. Lots of modifications. Wonderful. You can stay there, or we'll do wide boat. Peace fingers for our big toes, or holding on to our ankles. We can start with just one leg or both. Ooh, and when you're ready, both of our legs, our wide boat, or you're here for your stretch for your inner thighs. Chest is always proud. Fantastic. All right, ladies, we'll meet you in butterfly. Soles of the feet come together. We've got some blocks underneath our knees, or they're a little bit further away, still supporting your legs with blocks. Or here, I'm just going to close the door. I'll put my mics on. And I apologize, ladies. Last week, I think the Wednesday group, I forgot to turn the mic on, so the sound quality wasn't the best. Okay, we've got our butterfly. We're feeling that length in our spine, our vertebrae, just stacking on top of one another with some space. You even visualize a little bit of space or cushioning between each part of your back. Length, space, strength. Wonderful. You can stay in your butterfly legs or put your legs out straight. We stretch our wrists. Let's tuck our thumbs in. Do some wrist rotations. Whatever works for your legs. Core is still on. Our back is long. Then our palms will open up, face the floor. One up, one down. And both palms will face the earth, and we'll open and close out to the sides. Tuck our hands together, clasp them together, and our forearms, and do some wrist love. Check out which way you tend to go first, which hand is like pushing the other hand, and then try to stop and push the other hand the other way. So probably I mean, for me, my less dominant side has a hard time pushing my right hand. My left hand doesn't like to be pushed around. Wonderful. All right, how do we feel about a forearm plank? Yeah, okay. So, because we're gonna make our way onto our belly. So forearm plank is here. Lifting our belly up off the mat only as much as you want to. Moving all over the place today. That's what happens when we try to work our back. So take your time to get in. Put a block or roll up your mat again under your kneecaps. And then we try to just peel up our belly up off the mat and look between our hands. Breathing, feeling, listening to the body. Modifying if something does not feel good. Perfect timing with the music. Let's let it go down and we'll rest. Keep a block nearby. We're going to do a fun little pass around with our block. Take a rest, belly down right onto the mat if possible, chest down. Head taking a rest. Maybe a little diamond shape between your fingers. Got lots of love for our back now. All right. We keep our hands right where they are and just do some kicks with our feet, some flutter kicks. Lifting our kneecaps off the mat if that feels okay. Awakening our back of our body. And then we'll press our right foot all the way down and lift just our left leg up. Wonderful. All right, other way, press that other kneecap or foot down into the mat high, and the other leg will lift as we let our chest be. And take a break. Let the back side relax. You can rock your hips side to side. All right, so we can grab our block in our hands in front of us. You could put another block underneath your chest for support if you want to. This is so fun. Lift or not, lift your legs and our block in front. Pass it back behind us or other hand. Don't want to do that. You don't have to. Then we'll come, whoa, then we'll come back and pass it the other way. So here's a modification, one block underneath your chest. So that holds you up. You take a block, tap it out, block, tap it out, or we're continuing to pass it back behind us. Wherever you are, focus on the strength being created in your back. Great job. Time for a shoulder stretch. So this is a fun one, although for ladies especially, it can depend on the upper part of your body for the shoulder stretch. So you're packing. So we're bringing one arm this way, one arm that way, and coming down into our stretch. Should feel really nice, especially after what we just stood there. Feels like yeah. Yeah, exactly. It depends on what's going on there, what's happening. There's some compression happening. My microphone's disappeared. All right, let's switch. That other arm will come in front. It might feel different, it might feel better or worse on one side than the other. And then you can come down into that shoulder stretch. Oh man. Just make any adjustments that you need to honor your body, how it's feeling today in this moment. unravel ourselves. Let's take it onto our back. So take your time rolling over onto your back. There's no rush. And roll right back. I'll come around to the back of the room or in between you two to show you the pose. We're just going to go up into bridge pose. Pressing into our feet, lifting up.
At least, you know, at least a bridge pose I can do.
Press into our feet, lift up our backside. You can slide a block underneath. Stretching the front of our body, strengthening the back of our body. We'll bring our hips back down to the earth. After two, then we're going to come back up. So lifting our spines up and bringing our arms above our shoulders up towards the ceiling. Pressing our shoulder blades down into the mat. Stay there. If you want a little more, or I don't want to say more, a little different sensation, hands come back. Come to the mat, either long or bend into our cactus arms. Home. So you've got your bridge. Anytime you want to come down, go on down, but then come back up. Arms are going to go up above us. They can stay there as long as you want to, or reach back, or cactus arms. Great job. We'll slowly lower our back down onto the mat. Stay right where you are. I'm going to show crow upside down. So you girls on the mat, stay there. I'm going to come over there and show you. Just at home, knees come to the outsides of our elbows, just like we did seated, squeezing the inside of our knees onto the backs of our arms. Upside down crow. Yep. Yep. Just like that. And then I want you to think of lifting up your tailbone and your shoulder blades and pushing the imaginary floor away. Upside down crow. You could do crow. Just added a different version of it today to create that memory of squeezing our knees on the backs of our arms and engaging our core muscles, and we're looking at our hands at the ceiling. So in between those hands, always want to look forward and release. You can take a little rock side to side or stretch it long. It's a big workout for our core. And then moving into our legs up a wall, we'll reach the heels up towards the ceiling or bend our knees. Wherever we are, anchoring our lower back down onto the mat. So if you feel it peeling up, just try to press it down like you're gluing it or imprinting the lower part of your back down onto the earth. Great work. Enjoying our legs up the wall today. If you'd like to, you can reach your hands either behind your knees or reach them up, giving our wrists some rest. Closing our eyes. We'll do some dead bugs or our flow. So right foot goes to the mat and left hand goes back behind the head. And then back up to center and so on. Flowing through. So one modification we could make is to bend our knees, or you could take out the arm movements or the leg movements and just do some toe taps on the mat. Wherever we're doing, we're just working that core out. And the brain if we're flowing opposite arm and foot.
It's the brain.
It's the brain, yeah. Sometimes I get stuck at the top and then I got to reset my brain. Nice long flow here. Your hip flexors get sore, take a little break. Remember about the lower back. If it lifts, don't go down as far. Amazing. Time for our happy baby. So now we bend our knees. We can hold on to the backs of our legs. You hold on to your ankles, the bottoms of your feet, from around the inside or the outside, or your peace fingers on your big toe. Settle in. Close your eyes. Feel connected to the earth. The back of our head is down. If you want to rock, you can. You don't have to. You don't want to. With every breath, letting go. Feeling grounded, feeling supported and nourished by the earth beneath our bodies today. Holding this pose a little longer than usual, taking a nice stretch. Same job. All right, our figure four, our supine pigeon, right foot going on the mat, left ankle going across that right knee up top. This is where you can stay or lift up that right foot up off the mat and reach for the back of the right thigh for our figure four. See how that feels, or keep the foot on the floor. Put that right foot on the wall. Breathe. Keeping our awareness here, present in our own body. Let everything else melt away. Just notice yourself, your true self within. Incredible job. Switch sides. So that left foot going to the mat. We'll cross our other ankle over the knee. You can stay here or lift the foot up or reach through the window of your legs, or you can stay with that left foot on the mat. Really focusing in on an entire inhale. Feel it fill you up. And focus on the feeling of the exhale, that air coming out of your body. A few more times, or about 10. Amazing cleansing breaths here. Soften the jaw with each one, the eyes. We'll release that pose. Bring both of the feet down onto the mat and walk them out wider than our hips. And then let the knees fall towards each other. We feel a little bit of space being created in our lower back. Here for a few breaths, and then we'll do the opposite of this, our supine butterfly after. Checking in again with the feelings, letting go of worry, every breath, releasing anxiety, any worries. And the opposite of this, our supine butterfly. So now the feet come to each other in the center, and we let the knees go out to the sides. Our supine butterfly, we can have our hands on our belly here if that feels nice, or beside us on Mother Earth. Noticing the rise and fall of our belly, that mid part of our body. filling up the base of our lungs. Allowing gravity to stretch our inner thighs. Wonderful. So let's bring those knees back towards each other. And we'll move into just a twist. So both knees will drop down to one side. We can open up our wings. We want to place the palms up. See how that feels for you. You can extend your top leg if you want to. This feels good. All right. A couple more breaths. Well, about 5, I'd say. If you do have that top leg straight, you'll bend that one again and make your way over to the other side. So it'll be one knee at a time, coming up and then over. If you want to, extending your top leg. Feeling stronger in our backs this week. Wonderful job. All right, let's make our way into our Shavasana. So you can stay right where you are. And we'll show an option for fish. I'll come around and show you girls at the back since I've got you all turned around. If you are going to try fish today, it can involve just a block or a bolster up on your upper part of your back to let your chest open, lifting your mid back off the mat. So I'll come show you girls over here. There. One block would go here, and one block kind of goes under our head. It's a bit of a pain to get into. Yeah. Or I'm just going to put a rolled up mat underneath your shoulder blades. I'll bring that around. So there or there. Right. Oh, you got it. Want to do that or you want this under your shoulder blades?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
Like this, that's okay. I only have one block, but that's.
I want you to feel comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
Okay. Shoulder blades at home. So you could be in your regular restful Shavasana, or if you don't have 2 blocks, you put a pillow or something underneath your ribs just to lift up your chest. If you do have blocks handy, got one. It's a bit of a doozy to set up in between the shoulder blades. One back under our head. So take as much time as you need to get set up, or our regular Shavasana if that speaks to you in this moment, if it feels a little more restful. Staying focused on the breathing. Take as much time as you need to get settled in before our relaxation. Start to feel the weight of the body being released down into your mat. With every breath, feeling or even repeating the mantra to yourself, breathing in, I am. Exhaling, safe and grounded. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, safe and grounded. A few more as we feel the nourishment and support of the earth coming up from below, through the air. With every breath, releasing any feelings of fear, anxiety, stress. letting go of worry. A few more affirmations I wanted to add to today's practice. You can hold on to ones that feel good or resonate with you, or move on to a different one. I am here and I am safe. I release any doubts or fears. The earth supports me and meets my needs. I am at home in my own body, my home. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like to today. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries, and may the breeze blow new energy into your being. May you walk gently on the earth and enjoy all the beauty and gifts all the days of your life. Comfortable where you are, you can stay where you are. Otherwise, we'll slowly make our way out of our Shavasana by waking up our wrists again, our shoulders, our ankles, our toes. We can roll off our blocks if we're using them over onto one side. Take a breath and check in there until you're ready to push yourself up into an easy seat. Strong back. You guys don't see this at home, but I've got them turned around so they had some close. But they made their way back to me. Let's take a big breath up, inhale. Exhale, bring our hands to our mid back today, or back to our lower back. Open up across the heart, engage the muscles of your back, even trying to feel how they come in and support the back, support the spine. And our hands can come down, or the heart, or between our eyebrows. Namaste. Enjoy, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I shall see you online or in person or at Pilates on Saturday. Got a Pilates class starting. Can't wait to try it. And Pauline, if you're going to gentle yoga, we switched gentle yoga to 11 on Saturdays.
Yeah, she sent me the link. Yeah, I know that.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
good.
good.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for today.
Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see you again.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Jane. Bye, Pauline.